Hey guys, Tyrup here, bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Northern Isles. Hopefully spawning in the south we have EnTe, playing as Undead. Going for a Death Knight, looks like he's going for a bit of a, maybe a Ted's Fiend style build here. So up against him in the north we have CrunCher, playing as human. Going for an Archmage, looks like.
Summoning is complete.
So he's got a pretty healthy number of peasants there. I wonder if we're going to see some fast expansion action from him. But for the moment, it's going to be some militia creeping. Death Knight
Our forces are under attack.
Not coming over. Okay, looks like he stopped briefly to kill the critter, get some skeletons. And he's going to bit of damage onto the scout footman. Meanwhile, back the other way, circular nobility picked up. Creep camp down. Did take about 100 damage on this militia, so it is at risk of going down to one coil.
Summoning is complete.
But no.
Upgrade.
So the Death Knight is not going to chase in here. Going to look to harass a little bit. Wow, just pops off a coil right on top of the Archmage. Just to, start that mana regeneration. And the Death Knight doesn't want any to go to waste. Getting some damage onto him, just a bit of old-fashioned right-click onto the Archmage. And we got a tech, pretty damn fast tech at that. He's also gone for a Nerubian Tower very early on. Interesting stuff. Tech coming back in, hoping to get the Murloc, and he does. Got the item too, Cloak of Shadows. He's blocked in here, but it just turned into Nightfall. And he seals the second creep as well. Goes back into hiding. Okay, he's coming over to the lab to buy the reveal. So Death Knight might have to die on this one. He tries to break this round there, but doesn't end up working out.
Summoning is complete.
But yeah, only level 1 Death Knight, might as well let it die. It's not like he has like a huge army to come over and assist him, so not like he's missing out on too much with this Death Knight being dead, apart from being able to harass this assault onto the expansion position. He's bringing a lot of militia, hasn't ticked up, so this is definitely going to be a fast expo. And without the Death Knight around, smooth sailing through the creep camp so far. Picks up the Ring of Regeneration there, nicely done. All the damage onto the Archmage is going to be erased by that. And looks like EnTe's not even going to harass. Maybe he's just going to creep. We're sending the Death Knight out offensively. Picked up an extra Rod of Necromancy as well. Scout Tower down. Scout Footman out there once again. That's really good from CrunCher, spotting the Death Knight as he's come across multiple times. And the Archmage was trying to do a bit of creeping. He does indeed, gets the Murloc. There's level 3 on the Archmage, so those are the beefy water elementals. And there we go, Death Knight hits level 2. Spawn some skeletons looking to get some harass. But this town hall just about done, so he's definitely not going to be able to stop that. Might be able to get one peasant here, but maybe not. Oh, he does. Skeleton gets in there. Death Knight, maybe he's going to come across to the main. Try to get some damage in here. There's no tower on this position at the moment, so that could be quite easily harassed. This is walled off, of course, but you get some skeletons running around back there. They could do quite a lot of damage. Focus fire to the Death Knight. He's low in health. Having trouble getting much more harass done. Picks off one footman though with it. Focus fire into this water alley, but it's about to expire, so that is wasted damage. You can look back here, we've got the Lich coming in, Slaughterhouse underway. Desperately needs that Slaughterhouse, and needs the regeneration on the Death Knight right now to keep pressing this attack. Back here though, no more towers going up. Oh, I feel like he's maybe a little bit slow starting this lumber mill. Right, Fiend's trying to do a bit of damage. Not overextending himself though. Okay, another tower going down as well as an arcane vault at the expansion position, and once again putting some damage on to the elemental just as it dies. It's really well handled by CrunCher. He's making really good plays in that department. Oh boy, Death Knight in some big trouble. Oh, a little bit clumsy on the control there, and now he's coming back and has to heal up the Fiend and defend on the Footman. Wow, okay. Doesn't have that many Footmen. I'm a little bit surprised he went for defend. Looks fine to this Fiend. Some really good blocking there with the footy. Some skeletons tried to run in for the kill maybe, but... Ooh! Was that a kill or was that a deny? Not entirely sure. And looks like EnTe having to pull back here. Just everything too low. Really needs that slaughterhouse, but maybe missed the timing on one of his ziggurats. Couldn't afford it. He's going for a super fast tick up though. Okay, definitely pulling back. Solo creep the Lich here for a tiny bit. Picks up a healing potion, wow. Looks like he's going to spend a little bit of time on Blight as well, get a bit of regen going there. Okay, Obsidian Statue, causing a bit of a lag spike there. Furbowl going down. Now Archmage loading into the Zeppelin here. We do have, you know, the Nerubian Tower down and the tech is about to complete, but it could still do quite a lot of damage to the Acolytes. Creeping here, definitely getting close to 3. Probably will get it with this camp, or maybe not actually. Close. Giant strength. Zeppelin coming across. Nothing scouted at all. There's actually a ring down here. I wonder if CrunCher spots. I think his inventory is actually full anyway, so couldn't pick it up.
Our forces are under attack.
Even if he wanted to.
Our power is under attack.
And this is tough. Human getting back there, taking down an Acolyte. Now going for the gold mine. He's town portaling back. Loads back into the Zeppelin. And there we go. Web is, you know, just about complete. And it looks like he might leave a Fiend back there. Just in case the Zeppelin comes back. And TPing back at this stage, not terrible. You know, he manages to pick up the Orb of Corruption on the Lich. Should help the creeping a little bit, but still the threat of that Zeppelin. Okay, it's back. He's managed to web it down, but now the Fiend's actually in a little bit of trouble. Fiend getting super low here. Death Knight going back, gets the heal off. Trying to keep the web on that Zeppelin. Now Death Knight getting in there. Death Knight still has enough for one more coil. Fiend can stay alive a little bit longer here. The Ghoul's doing a little bit of damage as well, but we got 2 water elementals down. They're doing some big damage of their own. He's not bringing the Lich back. And the Fiend does end up going down. Archmage getting very low, but he does have that Ring of Regeneration, so it's not the end of the world, and the web wears off. Zeppelin gets out of there. If he just brought this army back, he might have been able to stop that. But they're just kind of AFK up here. Slight lapse in control there from EnTe. Meanwhile, back here, we just have a bucket load of towers. He has gone for an Arcane Sanctum. Thought we may be going to see tanks when we have that many towers down. Looks like maybe some rifle mortar casters maybe? Or maybe some knights in fact. Knights, breakers, flying machines for the Destros. Have to wait and see what the final army composition is. EnTe getting busy here. Gotta clear out this expansion camp. Probably needs to expand himself at this stage. Has morphed his destroyers. Reconnaissance maybe home to take down their Zeppelin, which is still healthy. Counter going to start his creeping now.
Forces are under attack.
Zeppelin just running around. Yep, both players doing a bit of creeping. Mobility there, look like. King picks up a ring +3.
Our town is under
It's
attack.
level 2. Oh, didn't pick up the second item, the replenishment potion. Archmage coming on the offensive. Takes down the haunted gold mine. And looks like EnTe's not coming back for this. He's just going to go for some more creeps. So this is going to delay his expansion even further. So the necropolis is going to go up though. Pretty close to complete. I suppose he is denying some experience by creeping out this, but not that much. And we did have a gargoyle up
Our
just
town
before.
is under attack.
I'm going to get a bit of free damage on the necropolis.
Our forces are under attack.
What aggroed these creeps?
Summoning.
I'm not sure. Maybe he's hoping to catch the Archmage here, but doesn't happen.
Is complete.
Pick up a scrolled town portal there. Might have been the buy. And coming on the offensive, trying to contain the human army, trying to limit the experience on that Mountain King. 4 on the Lich now. That's pretty scary. 4-4 combination. We're going to need to pick up his third hero shortly though. Maybe he's just going to go for the expansion again. EnTe staying at 50 for the moment. Expansion gets scouted by the flying machine. And he's popping into upkeep now. CrunCher is, 70 food. There's upgrade 0-0 there. 2 attack upgrades. He is going for a few breakers. Picks up the third hero, the Paladin. Moving him up now. Cloak of Flames, that Mountain King up the front is going to be nasty. It looked like he picked up Bash though instead of the Thunderclap. So maybe not quite as nasty as I was initially thinking. The clap with a Mountain King, with the Cloak of Flames, that is crazy damage. Okay, town portal to try and save the expansion. Doesn't get cancelled. Pick off the water elemental here, but can he fight? He does have 2 towers going up. So maybe thanks to that he will be able to fight there. And any creep camps yet? I've had the Fog of War off for too long. There's this camp here, what remains of it at least. I think that might be it for the whole map. So not much experience remaining for these human heroes. Just shy of level 2 on that Paladin.
Is complete.
Decent force of flying machines. Looks like he is getting a tank, at least one. Will he be able to get out of his base through there though?
Our town is under attack.
Probably will. Looks like he's just suiciding a footman here. Maybe you don't want to give that experience away though. Maybe you should just deny it. We do have a ward up here spawning the second expansion position, so EnTe has eyes on that. Expansion is up and running, but he is about 15 food behind at this stage as we come into this first fight. Trying to web down these flying machines, take them out of the equation for the fighting. Backing himself into a little bit of a corner here, and these knights doing some crazy damage to the fiends, taking them down so quickly. Undead army is just getting completely overwhelmed here. Lich popping off a Nova, slowing things down a little bit. Looks like another fiend going down quickly.
Our town is under attack.
Death Knight heals it up. Got another fiend in the back, also going down fast. Focus fire onto the Archmage. Pops the Invul potion. And it looks like we could see 2 more fiends dropping here. One going down. No, the other one's surviving.
Our town is under attack.
Got the Archmage back up thanks to 2 Holy Lights. And then comes the tank, doing a bit of damage. We're seeing a Crypt Lord third. I haven't seen this for ages. But, up the front can do some good stuns onto the Knights. takes down most of the flying machines, but similarly most of the destroyers just about dead. So that's not too important. A-bombs at the front, tanking some damage, but those knights are dishing it out, and now they're running away. There we go, good impale. Looks like you could pick off a few knights here. Good stuff out on one. Looking for the second one. Oh, but good holy light. Manages to get out of there, and now the Crypt Lord's going to go down. Those Spellbreakers spitting out the damage. Bolt onto the Death Knight. Trying to focus him down. But the human hero's out of mana here. Not going to be able to finish the job. Death Knight. Oh, you got to be careful. That Brilliance Aura. They'll regen the mana quickly. And there we go. He pulls back. Doesn't have any priests in the mix at the moment, so it doesn't really have any easy healing. And here we go. Peasant's coming over to another expansion position. He's plopping it down. At the end of that fight, CrunCher about 25 food ahead, so stretching his lead. He's going to have to fight out of his mind. It's kind of a shame he didn't have a disease cloud on his abominations. He could have been, you know, doing a little bit of damage over time to these spellbreakers and those knights. Make sure they come into the next fight a little bit weaker. And here comes another tank. Running up on the towers. 3 acolytes coming across to repair. He's got the slow tower there, slowing down the rate of fire, which helps. So he picks off the last flying machine, but you know, no destroyers up in the air anyway. Early nuke onto the paladin. And a good holy light to keep everything alive. Doesn't get the tank out of there though. Wasn't quite in teleport range, or town portal range. And there we go, tank goes down. Expansion is up, but not defended at the moment. Looks like he TP back over here. Picked up another town portal. Across to try and save the expansion now. 15 food ahead though, still for CrunCher. He's got the 2-2 upgrades versus the 0-0 here. So it's going to make a big difference in this fighting. These fiends have got to be careful. They will drop extremely fast. He's fighting from such a huge gold disadvantage right now. Main's still not even gone yet for CrunCher, so 3 mines versus 2. Soon to be 2 versus 1. There's a bit of damage onto that tank.
Research complete.
He's got the double slaughterhouse and he is going for some banshees right in the back. Anti-magic shell going to help against the MK. Here we go, he's coming on the offensive. I'm not sure if this is the exact right timing. Maybe should have waited for those banshees. Wait for that abomination that's just popped out. But maybe he's just trying to soften them up, make use of that lich mana. It's a good Nova off there. And here we go, the tank getting underway, doing some damage to the Tomb of Relics. Ghouls coming across to counter it. Back here, more tanks. A Griffin Aviary. Another knight. No more blacksmith upgrades for the moment. And there we go. Now he's got the disease cloud. Now he's going to strike. Tank. Doesn't end up doing too much. Doesn't take down the Tomb of Relics. Just briefly slowing down the resource generation. And here we go. The battle with the expansion position. It's about to start up. He's sending an abomination in deep early. Maybe hoping to get into the peasant line with it. But really nice impale, stunning all of those knights. And now the anti-magic shell and some crucial units here. Abominations in the front, soaking up the damage nicely. But they're starting to get overwhelmed. Good Nova from the Lich. And the sustain here for the Undead army hold up. I think there was a heal scroll activated there on the human side. Oh, everyone in some trouble. That coil not quite enough. He needs the level 3 coil. Very close to level 5 now. Gotta focus onto the Crypt Lord. Still ticking. Good stuff out on that knight. Crypt Lord getting a little bit low here. Crypt Lord getting focused down quickly. Down he goes. And the sustain for the Undead army just couldn't quite hold up. Oh boy. Banshee going down fast. Paladin out of mana though, so no more Holy Lights. Picks off one knight, another staff out. Going for the focus fire on that knight. Another knight going down, but didn't get to use that coil on the Abel. Oh, he denied it though with the Lich. Nicely done. Now with a focus fire, and the Mountain King goes down. What a huge blunder from CrunCher. Letting the Paladin go down like that. Not sure why he was pushing forward so aggressively here. He's picking off a few more Fiends. Undead army trying to pull back, but now cornered. Pick off a Spellbreaker, but lose another Fiend in the process. Now... oh, no, that was the Mountain King, not the Paladin that went down. Excuse me. Nova coil onto the Paladin though. Maybe it was a premonition. And down that goes too. Oh boy. Better hero focus can turn things around. And that's exactly what happened there. I was taking care of this tank. Not sure about these tanks getting mixed into the composition. They don't seem to be doing the job. Maybe if it was away here pounding the expansion as that fight was going on, it would have been good, but so far the impact from the tanks has been quite minimal. You know, they don't have any damage upgrades. Look at this, he's going into the long range gold mining here. Where are they going? Is he just going to suicide them? He has lost his expansion position, so just lost all the peasants from this mine. So maybe this is going to be 1 mine versus 0 now, all of a sudden. Mountain King is back. So is the Paladin. I guess he went for a buyback. And here we go. Early nuke onto the MK. Paladin there for the healing. Surround onto the Lich. Oh boy. Lich is in some big trouble. Let's try and sleep down. Oh, good healing. And the Lich gonna drop there. Nice surround by CrunCher. Oh boy. The Death Knight just walks into a surround. And he doesn't have a town portal. But focus fire onto the Archmage back the other way. And down goes the Death Knight. What a turnaround completely. Back to lose an Abomination. Mountain King still with another Stormbolt at the ready. Might be able to pick off a unit here. Yeah, Fiend going down. Stun onto the Banshees. Wow, okay. And the human army pushing in here after that Death Knight kill. Did see a buyback on the Lich, but no mana. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. And this Undead army having a bit of trouble here. The Slow Tower doing a little bit of work. Buyback on both the Undead heroes. How much mana do we have? A little bit on the Paladin. Stuffing out there. MK, yes, MK's still got a few bolts. These Undead heroes got to be careful. So he's coming back. Going back to this shop before coming into this fight. Those Undead heroes out of action for some time. He's losing his whole army in the process. Another Abomination down. This one on a pixel. One shot from a knight. No. Yelling comes in. Okay. Stun on the Paladin. Oh. Fine shields out of it. Pick off a couple peasants. 3,700 left there. We've got a whole bunch of acolytes here. They're going to come on the offensive. Try to take down a few of these peasants. We got a worker war over here. off one of them. Lights making themselves useful here. With no gold to mine. And CrunCher only about 10 food ahead, and a lot of that food is occupied in peasants doing like long range mining and the like. So maybe not quite as big of a jump. And there we go, 6-6 on the Undead heroes. That's a pretty big experience jump. And there we go. All the peasants murked. Acolytes could stick around and try to take down the town hall. Not yet. It looks like all these guys coming across. Hopes to use them as replacements rather than rebuilding them. Okay, human army coming back across. See what he can get done here. He's got one potion on the MK. Still. Well, EnTe now with the PopCap lead. In production with the abominations. Still on 0-0. So his knights with 3-2 should have a bit of an edge on them. This card does make a difference though.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, what happened here? Oh, Death Knight getting surrounded. No, he breaks the surround. Maybe he's too worried about the AM going down. AM has to town portal out. Looks off a fiend though. Looks like he town portals to the expansion position. EnTe's staying on it. Coming on the offensive. The focus fire into the Crypt Lord. Good. Disable there. Oh boy, Lich out there in some trouble. That's the coil off. Lich with the surround though. Oh, goes down so fast. Those knights spinning out the damage. Now but a focus fire onto the Death Knight bolt, but he's got the anti-magic shell up. Doesn't manage to get the surround, and now the AM stuffed down to the last second. That was so close to death. Statue going down. Death Knight out. So risky coming back in. Mountain King still has about 2 storm bolts left. In the meantime, this undead army's getting chopped up. It's trying to pull back, but these knights are so fast. The storm bolt doesn't allow them to get away. Eyes back on the Lich. Another anti-magic shell. EnTe now 15 food behind, but you know, there's a decent amount of food topped up on units that have been staffed out, so maybe in terms of fight strength he's not that far behind. Acolyte's still trying to kill. But now the Knight's going to take care of that, and it looks like he's not going on the offensive. CrunCher just going to sit back on his expansion. Try to build up a larger army advantage. I don't think we saw anything from the Griffin Aviary. Another statue coming in. We really need to see some items from the shop here. Some invul pots will go a long way for both players. Looks like we've got double heal scroll. So that's nice. An info on the Lich or something would really help out. Problem is the marketplace is here and the shop's over here, so a little bit tricky for EnTe to get to safely. Just sitting back, statue regening the mana. 1,000 gold left in this mine. CrunCher with the 10 food advantage. Lights, yeah, just about back up to full. Alan could maybe pop off 1 or 2 extra holy lights. Here we go, he's coming in on the rear. See how this fight goes. Oh, great stun, getting like 5 or 6 units there. Once again, going for the focus fire on the Lich, but good blocking this time. Lich not getting surrounded. Maybe this A-bomb's not going to be so lucky. Yeah, get stuck on the trees. Skeletons in here though, doing some damage to the peasants. And the Nova doing a bit of AoE damage, trying to slowly wear down these knights. Got 2 peasants there, it sounded like. EnTe breaking upkeep now. It's going to be a 50 versus 50 battle once these units hit the field, but right now, slight lead to CrunCher. Army's on the field. Oh, huge stun. 4 knights in that one. Once again, though, the human hero focus really scary and just gets A-bomb pick off so quickly. Oh, great stun, slowing this down a long way. Stuff out there. EnTe struggling to pick off the unit thanks to these staffs. Bit of focus fire onto the Lich, another anti-magic shell up. Focus fire onto the MK, gold mine is down. Acolyte's coming in for the fight. Bit of blocking, bit of extra damage. Focus fire, oh, onto the AM. He was on like 3 health or something there. Last second invul pot and Paladin heal. Oh boy, now the Death Knight in some trouble, but so is the Paladin. Paladin goes down, that was crucial. Crypt Lord, no, good long range coil, saving the day. Still quite a lot of mana on this Death Knight and an extra mana potion, but a little bit slow on that heal. Crypt Lord goes down, now the Death Knight taking some big damage. But 2 knights going down in quick succession. We've got 1 more stun here from the MK. MK's still healthy. He's so beefy, so much armor. Overcoil on. MK in a bit of trouble. Lich. No, not quite enough. Can he get there? Oh, he does. Lich goes down. I mean, MK goes down to the Lich. And that's it. Oh, well, that was a back and forth match. The hero focus going both ways, just swinging the fight. EnTe, I don't know how he did it. He had such a huge gold disadvantage and it's like 20 food behind in a couple of those battles, but somehow he got the job done with his army. Very well done. Just, I think there was that crucial moment where CrunCher didn't have any invuls, just dropped 2 heroes, and that was the turning point. That can happen against Undead, you know, they can just turn things around on the dime with a better hero focus at the right time. They see you don't have the consumables, you don't have the Holy Light or the invul ready, they can take you down. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.